Welcome back, true believers. Just in time for the Marvel Superheroes pre-release last night at the LGS. And I had a better time with this than I was expecting to, honestly. Especially after seeing what I pulled in here. Other than the awesome green color die, things were not looking too good for the old face melter. Here's our promo card of Absorbing Man. Nice little legendary Vigilance 4/4. Copy one target artifact, non-aura, enchantment, or land, except his name is Absorbing Man. And he's a legendary 4/4 human villain creature. Yeah, and as you can tell, him still being sealed, had a little blue-green Simic action going on. Actually had a lot of really cool blue-green Simic action going on. But there's one big problem with a lot of this really cool blue-green Simic action going on. And you're about to see it, because we're going to go through the deck. Let me get these extra lands out of the way. We'll just go through everything. I don't know what order it's in. We got Stolen Stark Tech, Beast, Erudite, Aerialist, 2 of those. Ant-Man, Colony Commander, 2 of those. And you might be thinking, Face, why didn't you play Simic? Well, it's because of this, my friends. Little villain token. We got Justice, Vance, Astrovic, Rewrite History, Shuri Wakandan Inventor, Falcon's Wing Harness, Hydraulic Helper, Bold Biochemist, I Am Iron Man, Atlantis Attacks, which is pretty sweet, Trickster Stratagem, Super Suit, We Say Thee Nay, and Atlantean Cavalry. That's all the blue, and I think there was one counter spell and one bounce in the whole bit. Here's some red I didn't end up using. We'll get into what I did use in a minute. Truck Toss, Super Speed. We have a foil and a non-foil Vision of Love. Jessica Jones, Private Eye, Machine Smith Automaton, Unliving Legionnaire. Here's our green, Savage Land Dinosaur, Gorilla, 2 White Tiger, Ava Ayala, a Training Regiment, Wakandan Royal Guard, Power Broker, Serpent Specialist, Restorative Technique, Super Strength, Spider-Man to the rescue. Pretty sweet Spider-Man card. Captain Marvel, not to be confused with Captain Marvel. 2 Captain Marvels. Brave Brawler, Agent of Atlantis, Take Up the Shield, Burrow Backup Foil, Kree Commandos, Hero in Training, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Wakandan Drone Flock. And that's it. So you'll notice as I went through, mountain, villain card, wall, mountain. Oh, here, sorry, forgot our multicolors. Oh, and I somehow threw Mockingbird Agent over there. Our multicolor cards, Scientist Supreme of AIM, Biranzana Plaza, Herbie Scout Unit, Dependable Quinjet. Yeah, so blue-green. Seemed like I had a lot of great uncommons. Have that sick Absorbing Man. Oh, wait. There were 4 removal spells across all the colors there. That kind of sucked. Meanwhile, you'll notice I didn't name a whole lot of red and black. And the first decks I ever started playing back in the Ravnica, Return to Ravnica, whatever I should say, was the Rakdos. So, instead of Rakdos, what we've got is a little bit of, Grixis? We've got a Los Diablos missile base, 2 of them, and a Subterranean Cavern. Why are we playing red-black with green? Let me break it down for you. So, throw these in there. These aren't in a great particular order, but we're just going to go through it. The Moonstone, Harsh Mistress. There's 2 of these in there. They did some work. Mjolnir, Hammer of Thor, right? Let's come in, slam someone for 4 double creature damage, but you can only equip it if it's a non-villain, and we're playing a black-red villain deck. Red Hulk. Don't get too excited. Only different kind of artwork, alternate art card I pulled all night. But it is pretty sweet. I did get it out a few times. It mostly got webbed up or exiled with Murdoch's Crusade. My idea, though, was, if he got killed ever, Thunderbolt Conspiracy him back in, and hopefully have Mjolnir to dump onto Red Hulk. So that particular combo was never pulled off. Kingpin's Enforcers, Hulk Smash, very useful. Baron Strucker. The one less to cast in this deck was very helpful when I, on occasion, was short on mana. Ruinous Wrecking Crew was, I think I played it once. Vibranium Energy Daggers, also, I think I played it once. Hire Crew, I think I played it once. Here's where we're getting into the workhorses of the deck here. Swordsman Sharp Scoundrel allows you to attach up to one target equipment you control the target creature when you control, and then whenever the equipped creature attacks, it connives. And I kept forgetting about that part, but that first part is extremely important for what you're about to see. There's the only mythic rare I pulled all night in the very first pack. So that was a kind of a sign that maybe I'm going to end up playing black because I had this guy. He came out one time. And the pay 3 life connive thing I never had a chance to use. But this automatic bit right here where all the creatures get -1/-1 when people are trying to wipe me out with tokens and small creature wide boards. Very nice. Repulsor Blast. I think I used once to get something out of the way. There's my other Moonstone. Stark Industries Executive. I never saw her all night. Widow's Bite. Excellent removal. The teamwork for 3 and being able to do both of these is fantastic if you've got a wall of things you need to chew through. Project Deathlock. Hey, Shambling Corpse. Bring him in, bring him back. Hour of Defeat was very useful because there's not a lot of ways to just straight up kill things. And this was the one that I had. A Kunlun Warrior, a foil. There's another one in here that's not a foil. I never really used this ability much. Discard wasn't super helpful to me. I connived a couple times and it really didn't save the day. Cruel Alliance, also very good for exiling small things, or Captain America. Another swordsman because you can't have too many if one gets killed. Red Room Recruit, who I think connived a few times. Here we go. This guy, paired with one other card, did basically everything for me all night, and your boy went 2-1 on his matches or whatever, and 4-3 on games. So despite not pulling anything and playing a bunch of people who were pulling Mind Stones and Coming of Galactus and King T'Challa and She-Hulk and every unstoppable card in the deck, I'm pretty happy with 4-3. So screw you. So Whiplash and Captain America Shield is the combo that did everything. Whiplash comes out, tapped. Bring this guy out on turn 2. Turn 3, equip him. And now you can start dealing some effing damage because he attacks, and because he's now a 2/10, because this gets +8, basically nothing can kill him. So even if you're just bouncing damage and leaving yourself open, you're still chewing their life up and gaining your life back. And when an equipped creature attacks, you tap another defending creature. So if they get a board out and they have enough where they could chew through 10 toughness, you tap their big one. Titania was one that I tapped a lot from 2 different people I played, and then they don't have enough to block him with to kill him. So anyway, that magic combo got me through 3 of the 4 games that I just straight up won. Hydra Troopers weren't as useful as I thought they might be, but I did only have one. Another Kunlun. This is why we ran green, and I never pulled it in any hand that I played all 7 games. But actually, I didn't have it for the first 2 because that was we'll get into it. Anyway, added this in there. Never ended up using it, but that was the plan, because if you could play Red Hulk early or without paying its mana cost, and then put counters on it, and then double its power and toughness and give it, well, I think it already has trample. Yeah, anyway. If you could do that to any of those red cards, you could really start cooking with some gas. So, how did it play out? Well, the first round, I didn't have World War Hulk in there. It was straight up black-red, and played a white-blue deck, and basically that guy's did his version of the Whiplash Captain America shield to me, where he essentially had Cap, and then he had Patriot Shield Hero, whatever, who just attacks or taps to teamwork something, Cap untaps it, and then they both come at you. And yeah, it sucked. And he also had Origin of Avengers in every opening hand, the Mind Stone in every opening hand. So I mean, it was not a quick battle. The second one, second round, went very well. Basically just steamrolled. Started figuring out the mechanic with that shield of tapping and untapping. And then the third one, playing the She-Hulk green-white card, I will say, sucks terribly. But luckily, that was the only real threat that I had to deal with. So yeah, 4-3 means we got a couple of prize packs to open later. We'll do that here at the end. But first, I wanted to talk about a little extra thing that I got because I saw this thing, probably chanced through it on Instagram, and I was like, that is amazing artwork. I have to have that card, even if it's basically just good for Commander and I maybe never get to use it. It looks amazing. But Warstorm Surge, whenever a creature you control enters, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. And it is a hefty boy, but you've got Wolverine, Iron Man, and Spider-Man fighting Red Hulk. And like that captures the flavor of the thing so well. Or the modern flavor, I should say, because the guy across from me who pulled a Primal Vigor of Thing and the Hulk fighting, those old school comic arts look amazing. The panel art for Coming of Galactus looks incredible. Heroic Intervention card looks incredible. And one of the people that I played bought a play booster box, cracked all the packs before we started playing, and they pulled all 4 Fantastic Fours, 2 of which were the alternate arts, and I think both foils, a ton of those character showcase cards, and just a bunch of really cool comic panel enchantments and things like that. What was the one? It's like a 7 blue, and you can copy like anything. Oh my god, a Doctor Strange card. So many cool things, and for my opinion, really good pull rate for all that extra, alternate, extended, borderless, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, this guy you could only obtain if you pre-ordered Avengers Armageddon 1. And I went ahead and I was like, you know what? I had to get rid of all. Well, I didn't have to. I chose to sell all of my comic books to buy an engagement ring for my wife. And so I was like, do I really want to get back into comic books? And I'm like, well, you know, it's like $5 or $6 and I get a pretty cool Magic card out of it, and I'm more interested in this, but I'm like, yeah, why not? And let's go ahead and just get the Magic cover on it. Why not? I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know Marvel was big into these, like, do a cover of the comic with the Magic card art on it, but looks really cool. Looks a little cooler when it's foiled. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pop this thing open. I blame Free Comic Book Day for getting me started, because now I've gone down the rabbit hole on so many things where I'm like, that sounds cool, that looks cool, and pre-ordered a few more comics. So maybe we'll talk some more comics on the channel one day. You know what? We aren't here for that, my friends. We're here to see what lies in wait. Because, of course, the 3 cards that I was actually super interested from this set eluded me, that being Doctor Doom himself. And I know the chances of pulling him or these other 2 were small, but somebody in that group, my table when we were opening our packs, did pull a one of the Secret Lair reprints, but it was not the ones I wanted. Storm Force of Nature, Wolverine Best There Is. I'm not paying whatever one of those is, $40 or $60. I might pay $10 for the other one day, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If I come across these out in the wild, I might pick them up again. I'm not going to buy a collector booster box, probably won't ever buy a play booster box. I mean, they are kind of expensive, being Universes Beyond, but they were really fun to play with. I didn't have my expectations set very high for this set, and I have developed some theories as the lead up has come to us, and we've seen that there's, you know, no Ghost Rider, no characters from Guardians of the Galaxy, hardly any X-Men. I assume at least 2 of the next 4 sets. One is going to be a straight up X-Men set. One will definitely be Guardians of the Galaxy, what with all the Star Trek and Edge of Eternity spaceship stuff they've been doing. That just makes perfect sense, and they've still got 4 gems left to do, right? So I don't know if they'll slam everything and put like 2 stones per set and just do 2 more sets, or if we're going to get, I don't know, Marvel until what, 2030? Could happen. I don't know. Anyway, let's crack into it. Yeah, Wolverine first, in honor of that amazing game from Insomniac that's coming out. We have Visions of Villainy. Awesome. Kree Commandos, Trickster Stratagem, Hydraulic Helper. These are rather slick, and I don't want to say flimsy, but I felt some Ninja Turtle cards earlier because I was repositioning my lands from my pre-release deck. I used all my Ninja Turtle lands, and they felt pretty thick. These feel a little slick to the touch. Giant Growth, Kree Sentinel, AIM, Synthoids, Rick Jones, Destined Sidekick. I will say there's like 1,000 cards or more in this set, so there's a lot to look at. Grim Reaper, Lethal Legionnaire, and I don't know anything past a lot of the main characters. Night Nurse, Healer of Heroes. Training Compound, that's cool. It's a nice little rare. That would have been good to have in our other set. Heroic Feast, okay. When this enchantment enters, create a food token. Whenever you gain life, choose up to that many target creatures you control, put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. Okay, that's insane. I love that. Cool, our foil is Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. Not the crazy one, I don't think. Reach. Whenever one or more tokens you control enter, you may draw a card. Maybe that is the crazy one. Oh, and a cool island. Soldier. Well, I'm happy I got like a character I've heard of before. Because, yeah, no offense to Absorbing Man, but the kid across from me, I say kid, he was like 17, but, you know, that makes him half my age. I was like, not half my age. I was like, hey, man, what is this? And so he's like, yeah. So, and he started giving me Absorbing Man history. So that's the really nice thing about pre-releases. You meet people and they know stuff that you don't know. Oh, Web Up. This is what Mr. Azorius did to my Red Hulk when I finally got it out. I see something incredible back there. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. Agents of Hydra. Hail, Hydra, Immortal Hydra. Burrow Backup. Aerial Doombot. Sick. Artificial Creature Robot Villain. Hydra Assault Robot. Now we're talking. Serpent Specialist. Hire Crew. Rewrite History. Colleen Wing, Street Samurai. Man, one day I'm gonna get bored. I'm organizing all these. I'm gonna get them all out and like look these characters up who I've never heard of. There's Jessica Jones. There's Ant-Man, Colony Commander. There's our Super Soldier Serum. That was the guy across from me who gave me the Absorbing Man Lowdowns promo card, which is very nice. Whoa, yeah, dude, Baron Strucker, Hydra Overlord. So, this is a foiled one, which is amazing. I did not see the foiled one, but the guy who opened the booster box and had all the cool stuff had the just regular version of this version of the card. So the old school comic book art, man, which I think that's what all the art on all of these should be, honestly. No offense to Magic art at all. You guys know I love it. The new stuff, not as much as the old stuff, but these comic book based sets should just be straight up the comic book art, in my opinion. That is so cool. That is so awesome. I'm so happy I pulled that. And a Swamp. Big deal after you pull a Baron Strucker, right? Well, that's going to have to do it for this one. Web heads and Hydra heads. Like I said, this set was a lot more fun to play than I thought it would be. Pre-release is the way to play it, so if you have an LGS that's doing a pre-release has enough left over to do one on a Sunday or something, or they have some leftover kits and you just want to pick up a fair amount of cards, I would do it, man, or just pick up one, see what you pull. They're fun. I liked it more than I was anticipating I would, and I don't know if it'll go much farther, but hey, I'll be getting more Marvel at some point because the Marvel will never be over. But luckily, Hobbit's just around the corner. I've got a ton more Magic sitting around here that I need to get to, as well as some non-Magic related items that I'm seemingly never going to get to or finish. But, including one that was supposed to come out already and didn't because I've been super behind. But that is all for now, Super Friends and Super Fiends, and until next time, peace.